Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the test server of H1Z1. Today we're going to be having a quick look at a few things that are going to be brought to the live servers, hopefully within the next few days. One of which has had myself and a few friends, thinking in the past. You remember the tins of food that you find scattered about the map? When you eat it, nothing actually happens to the tin, the empty tin. And we've always said, basically, how about that tin turning into something that you could use? Something you could drink out of, maybe eat out of, other than what was in it. Or turn it into scrap metal. Right, first of all, as you can see down here, I have a couple of tins of food. As you can see, my comfort is fairly low. If I eat now, if you look here, I've got 6 scrap metal, no more up here. So I've got 6 scrap metal altogether. So let's eat that bad boy. Now we have 7. So yes, now the empty tin turns into scrap metal. All good. Yeah, that is a good what's the word? Implementation into the game. Me and these big words do not work. So yeah, that I'm stoked about that, because the amount of tins of food that I've just left lying around myself. Once you get yourself to a state where you've got, plenty of meat, wolf, deer, bear, bear meat, you don't really take much notice of the tin food. But now I think it's going to be a totally different story. So yeah, that's one of them. The next one are the blackberries. Now the blackberries, you could only eat like one at a time. Now is what they've done is they've added a recipe. So basically, if I read this right, I do apologise if I go slightly quiet. You could eat one blackberry and it would take you a second to eat it, but they've reduced that, I think, to half a second. Let's just try that. See how quick that went round? Ready? A lot faster, which is good. If you remember right, back in the early days of the game, you could just keep, basically spamming the eat button, if you like. So yeah, it's not quite spammable, but they've reduced the time, which is good. And also now is what else you can do is you can go into discovery, and as you can see, the blackberries now are lit up, so you can actually discover something. So there we go. We shall discover, see what it can do. Aha! A handful of blackberries. Right, now is what that's going to do, basically, is it's going to craft, I think, 10 blackberries. So let's see, shall we? So we've got 47, 51 all together. So let's craft them. So now we only have 5. Yeah, so that's 10 berries gone. Okay, so let's craft a few more of those. Craft max. Craft the max. So there you go. They're all gone now, more or less. We can actually craft a blackberry juice in a mo. So now is what we can do. I think. Where are they? Blackberries, handful of blah 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 blackberries. Where are you? Where did they go? Oh, it's there. Oh, I see. Oh, that's handy. So even one handful of blackberries only is one in bulk. If you can look, if you see there. So one blackberry on its own is 1. And a handful of 10 blackberries is 1 also. Okay, perhaps they might need to change that to 10, perhaps. So anyway, what have we got? Our hydration is at 67, food at 98. So let's eat a bunch of blackberries. There we go. So the food is knocked up, and so has the hydration. Let's try one more. So that's 10 blackberries. So this will be 20. There we go. So 20 blackberries knocked us up from 60 plus to 100. So yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Altogether. So we do. Right, moving on. Scrap metal. Scrap metal, it actually weighs, where are we? One black, well, there it is there. 175 in bulk. Let's put this into the furnace. And you know what scrap metal turns into once you place it into a furnace? Once you've got it lit, it will turn to metal bars. Yeah, let's light that bad boy. Now, if you remember, metal bars on the live servers now, they are at 50. They weigh 50. Each bar weighs 50. So now if we were to place just one, let's just put one scrap metal in there, separate that, split it into one. There's the one. So if we smelt that down now, scrap metal 25. Now it's metal bar at 25. So they've cut that in half. So now obviously you're going to be able to carry a lot more. That's another good implementation to the game. So yeah, I'm good with that, because you know, as you will be, because if you're going around bashing vehicles and what have you, to make fences or gates or walls or whatever, shelters, you're going to need a whole load of sheets. So this will probably just mean that you're going to be spending a little bit more time out in the game, because you're going to be able to carry that little bit more weight, gathering and what have you. So yeah, I'm pretty sweet with that. Look at so if we could carry, I think it's 40 of those originally, so we're going to be able to carry 80 of those, and that would work out to be how many you need. 4 sheets. Oh god, I can't do my sums, but you can work it out yourself. Anyway, you're going to be able to carry a bit more. Now I was hoping that maybe they might be able to sort of like cut the weight of metal sheets, but I think that would be probably asking a little bit too much, because as you know, with an empty backpack you can only carry 20 sheets at a time. Look at the way this fella's walking. Hello, look. It walks like a bit of an idiot, if you ask me. All right, if I change the weapon, now it changes because he's running. Go back. No, he's changed. Oh, he's changed his stance. Yeah, I just sod it anyway. Right, moving on. The next thing is the workbench. Let's place the workbench down. So now, right, once upon a time, you could probably stand, I don't know, probably around about here, and let's dismantle that. Nope, we can't dismantle that from here, so you're going to move a bit closer. Try again. There you go. So from this sort of distance now you can actually craft, because they've reduced it, because I think once upon a time you could probably be stood over here somewhere, and because there's a workbench in your facility, you could break stuff down, craft stuff and what have you. But now they've reduced it slightly, so you have to stand slightly closer. As you can see there, look, it won't let me dismantle that bullet. Move a little bit closer, and now it will, which is good stuff. Because, if you've got a base around about here somewhere and you've got a workbench, you're going to have every Tom, Dick and Harry underneath it crafting ammo to to kill you or what have you. So, but now they've reduced it, they may have made it a little bit harder for people. So they'd have to probably go out and make their own workbench. Aha. So that's that. As far as I can work out. The other one thing was punji sticks and what have you now can be dismantled as long as it's not on a base. So let's just say my friend Flynn placed a punji stick out in the road or somewhere, near his base. I should be able to go up to it and dismantle it, or get rid of it. So any punji sticks that you see out on the road that some fool has planted, you can just get out of your vehicle and you can get rid of them, by the sounds of it. So that's it, ladies, gents and boys and girlies. So that's a few things that has been brought into the game, or will be brought into the live servers within the next few days, hopefully. And as far as I can make out, it's not really done anything to any other part of the game. It's not sort of like caused any other bug as far as I can see. Hopefully it remains that way. While I'm on the test server, if any one of the old developers might fall upon this video at some stage, people are being kicked out still when you're cutting trees down. I've got my FPS meter running in the background. If I were to go up to this tree, okay, I am getting around about, my Steam FPS meter is telling me, whilst using what they call it, mirrorless action, I'm getting around about 74 frames by looking at this tree. Okay, so now if I was to chop this tree down, once it falls, my frames will drop right down. 40. It didn't drop that bad actually that time around, but it is still happening, whereas players are still getting kicked out of the game whilst either cutting trees down, or over the last couple of days, there's a floating bear over there, look. Over the last few days since the latest server wipe, I could be running from, let's say, I9 over to the lake, and all of a sudden my game freezes and it will kick me out. And it's not just happening to me, it's happened to a few of my friends and a few other players on the server that we play on. So hopefully, anybody in the old dev department might see this video and come up with some sort of idea to correct that wrong, because the tree problem has been out there for months and months and months, and it's nothing to do with our systems, because I've got a pretty damn good PC. I've just put a new graphics card in it, a whole lot better graphics card than I had, so it's nothing to do with our systems. It's got to be something to do with, I don't know, perhaps a memory leak. I don't know. I don't understand all of it, but perhaps you might be able to shed some light on the problem with the trees. So apart from that, we are happy bunnies, very happy bunnies, especially with the weight reduction of the metal bars and the blackberries now. Obviously, if you can keep it, the bulk. As it says there, that there's 30 berries there, and it's only weighing 3 in bulk. I'm happy with that. I can carry hundreds and hundreds of berries. And thanks for the long-awaiting scrap metal. The old tin turning into scrap metal. Yeah, that's been long awaiting. So yeah, thanks for that, and the reduction obviously of the doodah, and obviously the punji sticks, being able to get rid of those. So again, anyway, if you like what you've seen today, ladies, gents, boys and girlies, I do apologise for the odd tongue tiredness. It's a case of you know, I try to think way ahead of what I'm trying to say, and sometimes it just, you know, it's like that. So anyway, but if you like what you've seen today, please hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Any comment you'd like to leave, please feel free. So until the next episode, bye bye for now. Bye bye. Ha ha ha.